keep getting cut off. Like they literally don't want me to get this out, but we're gonna get it out regardless. Yeah, let these karmics like figure it out, you know, because everything, you know, is a lesson. And right now, like, they don't deserve your lessons, like they don't deserve to be in your presence, like they have done absolutely nothing to, they won't be able to reach you. Like even if you wanted to go there and see them, you know, you're gonna have your higher self stopping you from going. Like there is this energetic wall between you guys because you're on a different frequency. It's like the only time you'll be able to see them when you like get super messed up or like super drunk or whatever, like when your vibration actually drops. That's when you see, you know, you go into back to toxic people, toxic ways or whatever. So stay out of it, you know, stay sober, okay? Stay on a higher frequencies, vibrate faster, vibrate higher, you know. Stay sober, you know, have routine, eat well, you know, drink plenty of water, green juice fast, right? Right people don't just receive your love, they protect it. Yeah. Like, is this person really the one for you, or is this just a karmic lesson, right? And I feel like you are learning to recognize, like, maybe for the longest time you thought like, oh, you know, this is my divine masculine, this is my twin flame, we have a soul connection. And you might it might be your, you know, you may have been together in a previous lifetimes, but in this 3D reality, this person is choosing toxic ways and they choosing disrespect, and that's just not for you, you know. God is blocking that. Like, you are literally, God is making you choose your destiny over disrespect in this case, like your purpose over disrespect, because you cannot be in both. Like you cannot be on your purpose and live a healthy life and have like toxic relationship going at the same time. Like it just doesn't work that way. It's like either you're on the right path or you're in your toxic ways. Like you can't just like dip in and out. Like there will be some sort of, you know, revelation tower moment. Things will crash eventually, you know. And this person is like realizing it now too, you know. They thought that, oh, you know, he can just come home to his divine counterpart and cook some dinner together and make love, and then go and F this Keisha in the back of the car, you know, on a Tuesday afternoon. Like it just doesn't work that way, right? And there's like a limit, you know. There things will come to the boiling point. I just seen 333. Yeah, they were abusing the blessing that you were. Like God literally brought you as the truth, as the light, as the guide, as the divine lover into their life. And it's more like introduction than a partnership at this point. It's more like, oh, this is, you know, God's promise. Like you could have this, but you need to put in some work, you know. Because they didn't appreciate this blessing, they did recognize it, but they thought that since you feel like home to them, you know, they thought that they had control over you, they had power over you, and you will never leave, and you will just tolerate about anything. And many times you would let this person back in, right? Like many times this person deceived you, they cheated on you, they lied to you, they were absolutely terrible to you, and you always took them back. But there comes a boiling point where enough is enough, and now God is taking this blessing away from them, and they can feel it. And it is all part of their healing process, you know, it is all part of yours and their healing process. For you, you have finally broken the cycle of, you know, disrespect. Like, you have enough self-love to respect yourself, to walk away from toxic people and situations. So good job, you should be very, very proud of yourself. It's not easy, and it took you many cycles to get to this point where you have enough self-respect to just simply choose better for yourself, because you are starting to love yourself more. And for them, you know, they have very unhealed heart. Like, they have very this stands from their early childhood, and they have hard time opening up. Like, this person rarely falls in love, and they're starting to fall in love with you, but they're starting to fall in love with you in your absence. And that's a lot of times a case for especially masculines. Like, masculines fall in love with you in your absence, not in your presence. Just keep that in mind. It almost like feels safer for them to stay away, because this person is really, really afraid of being hurt, honestly. That's why they choose shallow relationships. Like, you know, they choose karmics over divine lover, because, you know, karmics just, you know, you can easily dismiss them. You can just block them and never think of them again, right? But the divine lover, like, there's a soul connection there. There's a cord there that you, by the way, should cut at this point, because this person is pulling on your energy too much. Like, if you're thinking of them constantly, it's because they're pulling on your energy. They're probably thinking of you constantly. So unless you want to be in like this third energy, that's super disturbing, by the way, and really hard to live normal life, just being in that third energy where it's just 5D communication. You can, and a lot of people are there. For me personally, I find it healthier to just detach. When it's time to detach, just cut the cords, and you basically end up starting a new cycle once, you know, both of you heal, right? Yeah, look, you're triggering their abandonment wound, and you, by, you know, rejecting them, walking away because of their toxic behavior, right? You're triggering their abandonment wound. Like, you're letting them know, like, no, this is not enough. Like, you're not enough, you know? And, you know, it's healing their childhood traumas. Like, it's healing their abandonment wounds. So it is all happening for the greater good, you know? And unfortunately, it has to go this way. Like, normally, healthy people would go to, like, have a talk with a good friend or a therapist, or have an open communication. But these, like, spiritually sick people and damaged people, and a lot of these people have, like, a lot of different disorders, the only way for them to actually heal is, you know, in solitude. Like, yeah, they need to understand that, you know, they need to become stronger. Like, this is a very weak person. Like, they may be, you know, putting up a front of a strong man, but this is actually very wounded masculine. And I'm having, like, a hard time talking right now, speaking, so this person has a really hard time opening up. Yeah, they don't want to fall in love because they're afraid of pain. But, you know, that's the price of falling in love, right? That's the price. They gotta take a chance. Yeah, they feel mad and sad. So you're actually triggering like their, some people call it like sacred rage. So is the rage that goes beyond like sometimes lifetimes or generations or whatever. It's like that dirt that needs to come out, you know, unprocessed emotions that need to come to surface in order for them to heal and feel lighter and feel healthier and more empowered and more at peace. Yeah, this person is blaming you for what they have done, not ready. They're very much still in their ego. Your life will only change for the better if you raise your standards, period. Your life will only change for the better when you start raising your standards. You have grown in confidence. You're becoming, you know yourself better now. And this person, if there's no communication, they just want you to say something, you know, they just want some sort of validation from you, but you are not saying anything. And this is how it's supposed to go. Like if this person wants you, they're supposed to reach out to you, and then you have a choice to make there, whether you want to restart this cycle with them or whether you want to just let go. And you healed your abandonment wound. So because this person blocking you, leaving, cheating, lying, whatever, it doesn't really face you no more. Like it's still, you can still feel it, but you know, it's like, okay, been there, done that, like what's new, literally. And this is amazing because you have healed your abandonment wound. Like people leaving you or people rejecting you doesn't feel as bad anymore. So congratulations. I wish I could talk to you. And please come back. You feel like home. It's not the same without you. And you are saying here, buddy, been there, done that. This time, it's different. This time, it's all or nothing. So you may be telepathically communicating this, or you may be communicating this while, you know, once you get some sort of communication. I think having an open conversation is going to be very important here, you know. Don't be afraid to express yourself and express what you need and what needs to change in a, you know, respectful manner. This is not the time to be pointing fingers, you know, this person knows what they've done, you know what they've done. If you want anything in the future with this person, like this is the perfect time to let them know what needs to change. And if they cannot do that, then access denied. They're not ready. Yeah, this person understands that they cannot do you like they used to. Like the time is up. They're not allowed to come back and mess up your flow anymore. You are heavily protected. And I'm seeing that you will be putting them through some sort of test. Grace has a limit. Yeah, grace has a limit, you know, enough is enough. Like, you know, somebody can lie and cheat. Somebody can cheat on you like 20, 50, 100 times, right? But that one time is gonna be like, okay, blocked forever. You know, getting married to the next guy who walks by, literally. Like, done with this, you know, BS. Like, yeah, you love them, but you are not in love with them. And this is because you can no longer look up to them anymore. You can no longer look up to them. That's why like you love them unconditionally, like no matter what, you know, because you understand them, right? But you're no longer in love with this person because they're worse than you, you know? Like, you've seen too much, and it's going to be really hard to fall in love with them again because your guard is always going to be up with them now. They betrayed you too many times, you know? Like, it's going to be very hard to rebuild a trust with this person. You can still hang out, you can still see them, but you will always, you know, have your guard up. So just be mindful of that, you know. And you should, you know, you should protect your heart from these type of energies, for sure. And true love, honestly, like it's hard for true love to thrive in environments where there's no trust, you know. Only like the stronger souls can do that because, you know, they take the most pain, and some people choose to experience that, but you know, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. It can be actually pretty dangerous sometimes, so just be mindful of that. Yeah, this person is giving love a bad name. Like, this person may like come back and tell you that they love you, you know, trying to sweet talk and like trying to, you know, tell you what you want to hear to get back to your good graces, or to see you. But you're saying here, not so quick, buddy. And God is saying here, wait a minute, like, what have you done? Like, first of all, let's go through. I just heard a spiritual court. A judgment. Yeah, like this, like before this person can even come back to you, they would have to talk to God first. They would have to go through the judgment. They would have to serve some time, and then they would have to do the work in the timeout, in a spiritual jail, where they will be stripped of all fun. All their karmics are gone. All their fun is gone. All their money is used up. Or they may get physically really sick. Obviously we don't wish that on nobody, but I'm just saying what I'm hearing right now. And it's like this person won't be even able to like have fun no more for whatever reason, you know. And for a lot of these people, like the spiritual judgment or spiritual jail is going to be like either a physical sickness, like it may just be a flu or whatever, really bad flu, you know, a couple of weeks, or it may be like they would have to do some sort of work that is just like boring, that like will make them think a lot, you know, will make them like replay things all over and over again. Like, this person will understand what they have done to other people. And keep in mind, you're not the only one that this person has hurt. Like, there's a line of people I'm seeing. Like, there's all these witnesses. There's like a lineup of women that this person has like disrespected, broke their heart, stole from, used, abused. So it's not that easy to come back to you now, you know, not this time around. Yeah, look, a sweet talker is coming out, a Casanova. Yeah, don't fall for it. Like, this person has a lot of karmics that are like in line in a spiritual court right now that want justice as well, you know. And because you care about this person so much, you're actually praying for for the forgiveness, you know, you're asking God to go easy on them, because you know what this person has done, and you know that, you know, the consequences are going to be really harsh in this case. And you know, you're still trying to energetically, like, spiritually protect them, because you genuinely care for this person, right? Oh, okay. Somebody here is saying go get tested. Go get tested first. Yeah, this may be you saying to this person, yeah, you put, oh my God, look. You're putting them through the test and you're saying, go get tested. So you're saying, okay, you know, I know where you've been, whatever. If you want to see me, go get tested and show me results. Otherwise, there will be nothing, you know? If you want to see me, I want to see some proof that you're cool, you're good. And yeah, you should do this. This is what you should do. Put them to a real test, you know? Not just spiritual test. Put them to a physical test. Yeah, go get tested, you know? Go to that doctor and sit there and answer some questions. How many partners have you had in the past 3 months, right? That's literally, if that's not a spiritual core, then I don't know what is. You know? Have you had unprotected sex? If that's not a spiritual core, then I don't know what is. Like, don't let this person back so quickly, you know? Make them go through this test and see what they reply. If this person says that they don't want to do it, then, you know, be done with them. Literally, be done with them. You deserve so much better, because this is the bare minimum. Like, if you have like 100,000% proof that this person has cheated on you, been like elsewhere, you know, you have all the right to make them go through the test, because like, you respect your body and you respect their body too, because like, it's getting out of control. Because I feel like maybe when this person was younger, like, they weren't as much of a hoe as they are right now. But since they've been getting away with their consequences for so long, they start being sloppy. So this person would have like unprotected sex, you know, they would do stuff, they would do a lot of different type of stuff, you know, and then trying to come back to you next day like, wait a minute, excuse-moi, say what? Yeah, so even if you wanted to connect with this person, this will not happen overnight. There will be a delay, there will be a timeout, there will be spiritual core, there will be some testing in between. And this takes few weeks, you know, whatever. And this is a perfect time for both of you to really think of, you know, really think through everything, you know. And this is a perfect test for this person too. Like, are you ready to let go of your toxic ways or not? Like, how bad do you actually want this person, right? How badly do they actually want you? Because if they want you, they will go and do whatever you ask them to do, right? In a respectful, nice manner, right? But this is the bare minimum that you should do. Yeah, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Because in a lot of cases, like, if you're dealing with like some really, really toxic energy, they will choose to stay in their toxic ways because it's just easier for them, and that's just dirt dealing with dirt. Like, you are not supposed to be even near that, you know? And So that's how you know. If this person says like, okay, I'll do it, or I cannot do it right away, but I will do it later, then you know it's they're blocking themselves, and you know. So they will be only able to come back to you once they clean, literally. Literally. They won't be able to come back to you dirty, unclean, impure, none of that. None of that. Access denied. And you gotta be careful too. Don't do it. I know you want to, and I know it feels good to hear they miss you, they love you, they want to see you. But you'd be dealing with dirt, you guys, and it's dangerous. This person may literally get you sick. You know, and some of these things you cannot even heal. I don't know who this message is for, but you better hear me out. You better hear me out now. So that is your test. That is your test, okay? Yeah, this person will be reaping what they sow. I just heard they're not even washing their sheets. Damn, who is this man, girl? You deserve better. You literally do deserve better, girl. Oh, man. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. I can't. This is, by the way, if you're underage, this is not underage reading, so please click off and never come back. But you don't want to lay in those other liquids, girl. Trust me. You might be dealing with somebody who doesn't even shower, like legit in between. Yeah, I'm seeing like the back of the car. Disgusting. Okay. Disgusting. The thing that I'm seeing right now is like this person taking a thing and just like throwing out the window. You know? Okay. You know, not cleaning themselves after or before. Like, who are you dealing with? Like, who is this man? You know, like, trash. Okay. Like, they will be taking themselves outside. Okay, don't worry about nothing, girl. Like, you deserve so much better. Yeah, pray on it. If you needed your answers, here it comes. Here comes, you know, pray on it. Yeah, ask God what to do, you know. You can ask God to heal the situation, and don't expect no like overnight miracle healing. Like, the situation cannot be healed overnight. Like, this is, I wasn't I just talking about juices? Like, God. You are choosing your destiny over their disrespect. Your destiny, your purpose outgrew their disrespect. Okay? You are prioritizing sleep. You are prioritizing self-care, self-love. You are taking the time to slow down that this devil has left the building. You know, you have some extra time to put towards yourself and your purpose and your mission and your elevation and your money and whatnot. You are taking great care of your maintenance, keeping everything nice and clean. And your future can no longer be delayed. Yeah, this person was slowing you down. They were trying to keep you in this toxic cycle. And you're no longer dealing with dirt, period. Yeah, God is healing you and humbling them. Yeah, this is going to be a very humbling experience for them, because they won't be allowed to your energy. You know, God is saying like, you're unclean. Like, you gotta go clean yourself. Like, clean up your life. Like, literally go check yourself. You know, like, clean your house, like, wash your sheets, you know, like, literally, go test it, you know, all of that. You know, it's going to be a humbling experience for them, and it's going to be very healing for you because you're going to get more sleep and less stress. Yeah, now they must face themselves or stay in, you know, keep running, stay with karmics, and, you know, deal with their own kind. Yeah, you're moving your body here. You're finally hitting the right frequency. You're feeling good. You're letting things flow naturally, no longer forcing, chasing anything, letting it evolve, you know, taking it easy. And you are love. You're standing in love. So you are cut off of all lustful energies at the moment. So a lot of you guys may be staying celibate, and that's what you should do, you know. Close them legs, you know. Like the next person that gets to you, it better be your fiance, better be your husband, you know. You're doing everything right, and you're gonna get your rewards. You have a warrior spirit, a very strong spirit, and you will be receiving a new lover, you guys, or new 5D lover. This may be elevated version of the same one as well, or not, because I do see spiritual divorce here. Yeah, so maybe you're divorcing this person, saying, okay, enough is enough. Soul contracts being rearranged. Oh, damn. Yeah, you're taking your heart back. Okay. Yeah, you're taking your heart back. You're like, okay, been there, done that. Like, you're a dummy, you know. You just don't get it. He don't make you feel like you're supposed to feel. Do what feels good and true. You will be finding love in other places, right? You will start feeling love and loved in like other places, not only through intimate connections. So if you have pets, you will feel extra connected to your pets. If you have good friends, you'll feel extra loved by your friends, by your coworkers. You will have better opportunities. And this is because you cut off this toxicity out of your life. You're rejecting all evil. You're rejecting all toxicity. Whatever is not up to your standards can't even come close to you, can't even find you. And this is growing your discernment. This is really growing your intuition. So you're becoming stronger in that sense as well, where you can see from afar what is toxic. You are no longer aligned with what drains you. Your spirit has changed frequency. Yeah, you elevated. Your body is actually vibrating faster. So maybe you've been exercising, sleeping more, drinking more water, being in the sunlight. Yeah, and this, I'm seeing that this energy of seduction, illusion, manipulation, control has left the building. And rage. This says signs of evil, seduction, the Jezebel spirit, right? Illusion, any type of lies, you know, devil is a liar. Manipulation, right? Deception, gaslighting, blindsiding, control, and rage. Also jealousy, I would add. Signs of evil. Chosen one, you should be preserving your sexual power. You shouldn't just be giving it out, because that's sacred energy. That's a life force that carries throughout the universe. A lot of you guys don't understand your worth, don't know your worth, don't understand your power. You need to be stingy with your energy right now. You need to learn how to say no. You need to learn how to not reply, how to stay quiet, how to separate, how to leave, how to block, how to... I don't like blocking people, but sometimes, you know what? I'm good. You're breaking all evil, toxic contracts, period. Yeah, this person is used to using rather than appreciating. They're used to using people, like everything is disposable to them. And you may even see signs in them like this is how they treat everything, right? They would buy something, throw it away, buy a new thing, right? This is how this person treats people as well. They use them and throw them away, disposable. And it's like a lot of times like this new culture, right? Disposable culture. Making yourself comfortable is coming again. I think this is really important, you know, finding comfort in your own space, finding comfort in your mind, in your emotions. You know, there's a lot of things that you need to process, release, because obviously, you know, in order for you to be in your fullest potential and be happy and feel light and, you know, just joyful, you can't hold on to low vibrational emotions, feelings, memories. So you have to unpack all that. And if you need to go through some sort of rituals or healing or massage, you know, deep tissue massage is really good because we store a lot of trauma in our bodies. Or even swimming, yoga, hot yoga, Pilates, you know, is really, really, really helpful. And just laying on the ground, on your back and on your stomach for 15 minutes is amazing. And try to prioritize sleep. So make sure that you get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day, and that you sleep you know, normal time. Like you sleep when the sun goes down, you wake up with the sunrise, right? Take no shit, you deserve better. And then also, I will accept nothing but the best. Okay, is coming out. You will no longer accept nothing but the best, period, point blank. Bye.